I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds here. Here you go. Remember, I'm not Mr. Till today. Yes, thank you, Ryan. All right, guys, as I take roll, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds here. I got 2 questions for you guys. Maddie, can you take half power, please? I want you guys to, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to think about your answers for these 2 questions here. Okay, guys? Think about 2 questions. First question, how do you, your parents, or others earn income? Second question is, how is income measured? Okay? Go ahead, take 30 seconds and think about your answers. All right then, guys, go ahead, talk to your neighbors, see what answers you guys got. We're going to go over that briefly. Go ahead. Hey, Rachel. All right, guys. Who wants to be our bold volunteer here for the first question? Anyone want to raise their hands and say yes? Taylor.
By like their career or their jobs working.
Okay, by
income.
Income by jobs, careers then? Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Taylor. Anyone else want to take a shot at it? Another different interpretation, perhaps. Anyone want to add on to what Taylor said? No? Okay, let's move on to the next question then. How is income measured? Any bold volunteer here who wants to answer? Easton and then Trevor.
Like the type of job?
Type of jobs?
Yeah.
Okay. Trevor.
I said something similar. It's like how often you work, how hard you're working, and what you're working on.
Okay, so you're basing off of credibility or status. Okay, experience. Yes, Quincy.
Your education.
Education too. Yes, education plays a role very well into your income. All right. Thank you very much, Easton, Trevor, and Quincy for answering. Guys, like for those of you guys here who have jobs, your parents or others you know, our country has a form of income as well. And for our income, as you know, it is measured in, what's that thing you guys have in your wallet? It's not called money. It's measured in money, in dollars specifically. So, we have a way of measuring our country's income, and this is going to be called GDP. So, let's go over here, guys. What is GDP right here? I gave you guys 2 sets of notes. One you guys will keep, and the other I will collect from you guys. It'll be a ticket out of this classroom, okay? So let's take our notes right here. What is GDP, guys? It's a dollar value of all final goods and services produced within a country's borders at a given year. Now you guys might be wondering, Mr. T, what does GDP stand for? That's not even an actual word. That sounds like Listen, okay, look, I know we can have fun with words all we want, okay, but there's a real meaning behind each of those letters up there, okay? Here is what the GDP stands for. The first one, G, stands for gross. No, not gross as in, whoa, that's gross. Not that. I think the new term for gross now is, I don't think we use the word gross anymore. I think we use TMI, too much information. Because you know, sometimes they can be a little disgusting, so we just say, so we don't say that's gross, we say TMI. I don't know. That's how we say things nowadays. And so that's the G right there. It stands for gross. It means entire or as a whole. We got the D right here, standing for domestic, within a country's borders here. Let's say, for instance, here, Mercedes-Benz and Nissan, both German and Japanese car companies respectively, they have plant factories out here in the United States. Does that count in the GDP? Who says that? Who says yes? Who says yes? Carter, did you say yes? Why?
I don't know. It says all final goods and services.
Mm-hmm. All final goods and services, right? Yes. Within our country's borders, in this case within, what, Carter?
I didn't like really see that part.
Oh, you didn't see that part right
Yeah,
there?
so-
Oh, what was I covering it? Anyways, and the last part, guys, P, it just stands for goods or services, okay? I'm gonna throw out a little scenario right here. Well, not scenario, I'm gonna give you another example here. Let's say if it's a Ford company. We all know Ford's American. It's made in they have a plant factory in South Korea. Does that count towards our GDP? No, it does not. Why? Anyone know why? Raise your hand. Yes, Trevor.
Not within our country's borders.
Not within our country's borders, no. It's made in South Korea, therefore it's gonna be counted for their GDP. So, that's how you guys, for now guys, you guys now know what GDP stands for, okay? We're gonna look into the different types of products. There are two types of goods, okay? One is called a final good. A final goods, guys, is the products in the form sold to consumers. So, just imagine like anything that you see in its final complete form, like you know that one meme, this is not my final form. Yes, okay, well, anyways, I'll refer to that one later. But yeah, final goods just means that it is in the form where it is sold for consumers to buy, okay? It is what the consumers use to, say, eat, to make, whatever it is counted for the GDP. That's a final good. We also have this thing called an intermediate good. This is used in the production of final goods, though. It does not include in the GDP. Now, for instance, guys, you guys might be asking me this. Mr. T, what about tools? Are tools a final good if I bought it and I made something for myself? Yes, of course, yes. Yes, tools are a final good if you're gonna make it for yourself. But let's say if you guys are gonna become contractors one day, you guys buy tools to build a house. Do those tools count part for the GDP? No. For you, Justine and Ricky, you both shook your heads. Why? Why is when tools are being used to make a house, it's not counted in GDP?
Because they're used to make the final product of the house, so
Mhm.
it wouldn't count.
It wouldn't count, right? And I throw in this thing right here for you guys. Why is intermediate goods not included? It's called double accounting, okay? It's like in a way, it's like cheating because you bought something and then you included an extra item in there to increase the amount of the GDP. No, it's wrong. But to break it down more simple to you guys, it's like double dipping. It's just wrong and unfair for others, okay? So, That is why intermediate goods are not included into the GDP, because by double dipping, it's wrong and unfair. We got some examples here, guys. Sugar here. If I own a donut shop and I bought sugar to make my donuts, is that a final good or an intermediate good? Intermediate, yes. What if I put in a little sugar for my donut and I ate it? What is that, a final good or an intermediate? Final, yes. All right, just to be a little bit more clear on this one here, guys. Water. This water bottle right here, guys. I bought this water bottle for myself. Is that a final good or an intermediate good? Final good. What if I bought this water to make some food, to just stir, to put some food in and then stir? What is that? Final good or intermediate good? Intermediate. Good job, guys. Good job. All right, guys. I'm gonna now show you guys the formula on how we add up the GDP together. Get this. Ready? Can you guys add? All right. Now you guys are just probably thinking, what the heck, Mr. T? That looks disgusting. That looks terrifying. That's just gross. No, don't worry about it, guys. I know it's early in the morning, guys. So, GDP. In order to find GDP, it's the C plus the G plus the I and N minus X. Now you guys are thinking, what does all that stand for, Mr. Toe? Well, I will tell you guys that in a little bit. Okay? I'll tell you guys in a little bit. Also, sometimes for GDP, when you do the formula, they put a little Y. It's another variation. So sometimes if you don't see GDP, you're going to see the letter Y instead. Okay? The Y simply stands for year. So let's break this down here, guys. Let's go with the first one. C stands for consumption. What it measures, guys? The purchases of all the goods and services by households, by us. Okay, guys? We play a major part in the consumption part of the GDP. It makes up for 65%. That's more than half of our country's GDP right here. We got some examples for you guys here that are part of what our consumption, of what we as consumers purchase. One of them is durable goods. Guys, when I say the word durable, what does that immediately come up to in your head? Yes, Ricky.
Like a car,
Okay, a car. Why would you consider a car durable?
because it lasts a decently long time.
Lasts decently good for a long time? Yeah, okay then, good, good. Anyone else want to add on to what Ricky said? Another example of a durable good, aside from the one up here. Yes, Taylor.
Like a refrigerator or a freezer.
Refrigerators or freezers? Yes, why?
Same thing, they last a long time, they're not just something you always like continuously buy and stuff. Like you get one, they last like years.
Okay, then, good. Thank you very much, Taylor. Yes. If only refrigerators can make our food more durable, because food has to expire at some point. Well, which leads on actually to another type of good that we purchase as consumers, and that's called non-durable goods. If you guys know what durable is, what is non-durable? Anyone want to take a shot at what non-durable is? Yes, Trevor.
Something that may not last a long time.
Not last a long time, all right. Aside from the examples that I gave up here, Trevor, what other form of non-durable goods do you think? Can you think? Aside from food, clothes.
I don't know, I can only think of clothes or food right now.
Okay, then, all right, then, cool, yeah, we got clothes, yes, because clothes don't last for long, you know, some of us will gain weight over time, and then we'll rip up that shirt that we love so much. Yes, Trevor. I mean, Cameron, my bad.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Toothpaste is non-durable? Is it?
Yeah.
They have an expiration date on?
No, but it always runs out.
It always runs out. Okay, that makes, okay then. Oh yeah, that makes it undurable then, yeah, otherwise, I get it. All right, cool. We learned something today, Trevor. I thought, toothpaste doesn't have an expiration date. Neither those clothes too. Oh yeah, but then again, oh yeah, because over time, yes, we're gonna lose the amount of toothpaste, and over time, our clothes are gonna fade away. They're gonna develop holes in it. All right, okay. Wow, I learned something today, guys. That's just interesting with toothpaste. Okay, and services here, guys. Services, restaurants, your telephone companies that provide your cell phone services. How many of you guys here have part-time jobs right now? Raise your hands. All right, so a good half of you guys right here. Brian B. What do you work at?
Well, now I have two jobs. I work at bands and then I'm a receptionist at a school.
You're a receptionist at Swan? Wow, 2 jobs right here. I don't know anyone else here in Suffolk who has 2 jobs. Brian, for your first job, what do you work at? For your first job? Vans. What type of service do you provide?
I get their shoes. I'm a sales associate.
Sales associate.
I sell shoes and get them for them.
Okay, cool. And the receptionist, what kind of service do you provide?
I make like appointments for people and I answer the phone and do like, I bring them like drinks to them and just kind
Wow, okay. So you see guys, that's an example of services. Let's see, who else here has another job, part-time job they want to share? Trevor, Taylor, and Nate. Yes, Trevor.
I work at service production, like cafe, restaurant, and I kind of like, run food, serve food, and then take orders, stuff like that.
Nice, all right. Taylor.
I hate saying where I work, but I work at Bowl Girls, but I'm a manager, so it's kind of nice.
A manager position already, and you're a senior at a high school.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, what type of service do you provide, Taylor?
I basically run the parties, and because we do birthday parties there, I run the parties. I have to answer the phone calls and do like the supply runs and stuff like that.
Ooh, that's a lot of service provider right there. I'm pretty sure you get paid well though, right? Good, good. Nate,
Yeah, I work at Yogaland.
you work at what?
Yogaland?
Yoland?
Yogurtland.
Yogaland? Oh, Yogaland, okay. What type of service do you provide?
I do everything there.
You do everything there. So you carry the yogurt, you install a new batch of yogurt when it runs out, right? You take care of the condiments, you take care of the cash registers, everything. Man, you must be swole now. Right? Anyways, guys. I can't tell, okay? I can't tell. He's wearing a jacket. But anyways, guys. The type of services that Ryan, Trevor, Taylor, and Nate have offered to us here, guys, we pay them in order to provide service for us. Ryan with her shoes and taking care of people at reception, being a receptionist. Trevor makes food for everyone. Taylor makes parties, answers phone calls, and Nate handles our yogurt needs right here. We pay them to provide this service for us, and that's part of our consumption. Let's go another one here, guys. We'll go for the G. It stands for government spending. As we all know, yes, our government loves to spend stuff. That's why we have the #1 GDP in this country. What it measures, guys, is instead of putting down expenditure, guys, just put down final spendings by federal, state, and local governments. All right. It makes up 20% of our GDP right now. So 65% of us contributing to the GDP plus 20% of our government that we elected. That's about 85%. We're almost there, guys. Don't worry, bear with me, we're almost there. We read in the news a lot about what government invests in. Can anyone here give me an example of what our government invests in? Think of any government organizations that provide that puts money into it. Anyone? Let me provide some examples for you guys, okay? It's just to get your memory going, just to get your mind going here. How about military? Let me guess, like 43% of our GDP is entirely on the military. How about another one here, guys? Government research. Anyone know those organizations that, like all the government organizations, the government pays them to do research to make sure that we as citizens are healthy and doing good. And lastly, even salaries. If you guys plan on joining the military one day, yes, you guys will get paid for that. Even teachers are considered as a government job because we are required by the state to teach what they want to teach you guys. Now that I give you guys those examples here, guys, what are some other examples that our government spends on? Anyone? Yes, Nick?
The fire department?
Fire departments, yes, fire departments, because, yeah, we do fund them to make sure that our houses don't get ruined. Like what happened to my neighborhood a month ago. One house got caught on fire, but it's all right, it's a good condition now. Anyone want to add on to what Nate says right here? Trevor and Ricky. Trevor.
Public schools and education.
Yes, this classroom that you're in right now is provided by the government, okay? Ricky. Rose, yes, guys. Most of you guys here drive. How can you guys drive if there's so many cracks and manholes lying around? No, of course not. That's why, yes, Trevor wholeheartedly agrees with me here. Yes, guys, so government provides services to clean up, to make sure our roads are clean. Not so for the folks who had to take the 91 last month. That's unfortunate for them at the moment. Also, guys, when it comes to government spending, it does not include Social Security, Medicare, or even welfare. Even though, yes, it looks like it sounds like they're spending money to these people in these organizations, but it's not. Okay, the government's not really paying them. What they're doing is that they're allocating the money. Okay, they're just placing that money into these organizations right here for Medicare and Social Security. We're almost done, guys. Okay, we got two more components to go over. Okay, guys, investment. That's the letter I right there, guys.
You go back for a split.
Go back for a split second? Yes, of course. All right. Got that, Jennings? All right, let's do this, guys. Investment. What it measures? Purchase of fixed assets by businesses, new homes, by households, and even inventories. This makes up about 15% of our GDP right here. As you guys already know, we've gone up to 85% with the consumption and government. Now, about another 50% here, guys, we've already reached 100%. Those three guys, consumption, government spending, and investments, these three made up our GDP at this point. I got some examples for you guys here. Offices, factories. If you guys plan on owning a business one day, like a major corporation business, you're gonna want to invest in offices and factories. Offices to make sure you have the paperwork done, and factories to produce the goods. Computers. Our schools here, we make an investment with, actually, our colleges actually, they make an investment with computers. If you go to like any community college right now, they're all up to date with the latest Apple computers and such. Lastly, and for machineries. Machineries are made for factories, and computers are for offices. So yeah, those things actually are good investments for each other. One more thing here, guys. Net exports. What it measures, guys, the amount of a country exports minus the amount it imports. Now I'm going to tell you guys this though. The only reason why I did not include a percentage for this one is because, well, we've already reached to the 100% of what consists of our GDP. But also, the percentage-wise, guys, it varies. It can, but for the most part, it will either be a negative or even 0. Yes, our country, we export a tremendous amount of goods, but at the same time, though, we take in a lot of imports as well. So, as you guys finish up writing these notes right here, I have another packet, the one with the staple that I'm gonna collect from you guys. I want you guys to go ahead and do the first part, okay? Part 1. In that packet, guys, I want you guys to go ahead and do part 1. I'll give you guys about a few minutes to work on it, and then we'll share our answers and we'll get going. Okay, guys? Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Remember, guys, refer to your notes when working on part 1 right here. You guys got about a few minutes. You guys have about 90 seconds. You should be halfway done right now. All right, guys, you have about 15 seconds left. Then go ahead and finish up on that last part that you're working on, whether it be filling out another example or finishing up that last sentence right there. All right, guys, take a minute, go ahead and talk to your neighbors, see what answers you guys got. Go right ahead.
Like it makes sense, like it's the name, but there's no
All right, guys, let's all eyes on me here. Let's see what the sticks of fate have for us in store. Let's see here. Justine Hollis. Number 1, the mechanic fixes all the car problems for period 3. Government spending?
Yeah,
It isn't? No. Okay, don't worry about that, Justine. Anyone else want to add on to what Justine H here has just said? Yes, Easton.
Quick consumption.
It is not consumption, Easton. Yes, Trevor. Huh?
Is it an investment?
It's not an investment, actually.
Net export.
Huh?
So it's net export.
It's not a net export. What kind of service is it?
Tough enough.
It's C, guys, consumption.
You said
Who said consumption? I thought you said spending. Never mind, my bad. Yes, okay, guys, it is consumption. Yes, it is consumption. Let's go for another one here, guys. Let's go for another one thing here, guys. Parker, number 2, what do you get?
I put investment,
Yes, correct. You got investment. Why?
because the business is.
All right, cool. Thank you for that, Parker. Let's see here. Trevor, C. Number 3,
I put government spending,
why?
because libraries, kind of like, run by the government, right?
Yes, libraries are part of a government
So they're
organization.
kind of like updating with new audience for government.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, Trevor. Thank you. Last one right here. Jake, what'd you get for number 4?
I got net exports
Net exports, why?
because they're importing from China.
Import from China? All right, cool. Thank you very much. Brooke, you get the best one right here. Number 5. What is it? Do it for Daniel.
Consumption,
Yes, it is. Yes. Why?
because he's buying the shoes for himself.
And the rest is history after that. All right, guys. Let's go over the last 5 more questions here, guys. Let's do this. Jake G, what an example could you think of for consumption?
I put children buying cookies.
Children buying cookies? Yes. Why?
Because like part of it is like household spending.
Household spending? All right, cool. Carter J, what'd you get for government spending?
For government spending, salaries,
Huh?
salaries.
Okay, all right. Yes, because government officials do get paid, so the government, in a sense, has to pay for them as well. Anyone else want to add on to what Carter has for government spending? Yes, Maddie? Huh? Teachers? Okay, yes, thank you. Hopefully I'll get paid like that at this point. And let's see here, Eric B, what'd you get for investment?
I just got basically the same one as like a company purchasing like new computers.
Company purchasing new computers then, all right, yes. Let's see here, we got a couple more here, we got a couple more. Ricky, what'd you get for net exports?
I put like buying computer chips like from a factory in China.
Factory in China, yes. Why?
Because it's exporting it from another country.
Exporting from another country, all right. Let's take on another, one last person here, last but not least, Frankie. Explain why used shoes do not count as part of the GDP.
I didn't really know this one, but
got that correct, Frankie. You got that correct. Because guys, if we were to take into account of used shoes as part of the GDP, no, we do not include that in there in the GDP. You know why, guys? Because it's double counted. Yes, Hannah, yes. And if it's double counted, guys, that means it's double dipping. And double dipping is just wrong and it's unfair. All right, guys, let's take a little minute brain break, yeah? Let's do that, guys. So I'm gonna give you guys a lot of work already so far, but let's go and take a minute brain break. We'll work this out.
Keep going?
Okay, keep going.
You want me to keep going?
Has it been 20 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good.